Hey guys, Mike Builds. Today we're gonna be checking out this cheap 4K video recording, I guess, drone made by a company called Ruko. This is the U11MINI 4K, so this will be able to record 4K video. I had this company reach out to me after watching a bunch of my videos and they were asking me to get some drone shots. I told them I don't have a drone and they said they will send me one to try out. Hopefully using this, we can start getting some drone shots on the channel because I really don't have a way to get any cool aerial drone shots and I'm trying to step up my channel's photography game, trying to do it on a budget, you know what I'm saying? So they sent me one of these out. However, these are a budget-friendly drone. I think I checked on Amazon and these sell for about 200 bucks, which is a significantly cheaper price than a DJI drone. So I said, why not? We're gonna give this thing a try and see if it's worth it. Might be a piece of crap, might be pretty cool. We're gonna find out together. So we're gonna open this thing up and take a quick look at it. I've never had one of these camera drones. I don't even know what these are called. I guess just a drone. So I'm kind of excited to try this thing out, honestly. I'm hoping it's easy to fly because I'm not really a skilled RC pilot, but I can fly RC planes and I can also hover an RC helicopter. So if it's easier than that, then I think we'll be okay. Right out of the box, you get a nice case. It's like a fabric case. Got a little handle right here. Nothing on the back. Let's go and unzip it. Yoink. Get a little quick start guide. Charging plug not included. What? There's the app that we're gonna need to use. I'm gonna use an old iPhone I have, not to use my nice phone in case it puts a bunch of spyware on it. Just kidding. So I'm gonna follow these instructions, get this thing set up. It tells you about takeoff environment, suitable takeoff surfaces. There is also some sort of beginner mode. The actual main manual, which is pretty thick. Here's our remote transmitter, and it comes with this little card right here that's gonna explain how to actually fly this thing, but I've helicopters and airplanes before, so I think I'll be able to figure this out just fine. There's a little gimbal extensions right there. We're gonna go ahead and screw these on right here. This appears to be rechargeable too. There's nowhere to put batteries. Got some buttons here, got a button there. The actual drone itself, wow, this thing weighs really, doesn't feel like it weighs anything. It feels really light. Looks like we're gonna put the battery in here. This thing weighs nothing. It's really amazing how they can make these things so light. Hopefully it holds up and it doesn't break if we crash it. All right, box number one. This is gonna be some spare propellers. This feels like a little screwdriver. 2 extra thimble extension deals, little screwdriver and a bunch of screws. We have 2 Type-C USB cables. And this is a data cable. So it says for data transfer only, not for charging. Wonder why. Okay, so this is how you're actually gonna connect your phone to the remote because you're gonna use your phone as the screen. That way when you're flying around, this little 4K camera on this gimbal can record. This is gonna see what the drone sees up in the air and it's actually gonna transmit the video down to your phone. Your phone's gonna be mounted to the controller using this little deal here. We're gonna be able to actually see what the drone sees. And we're actually also gonna be able to video record as well. Looks like the last box, this should be the battery. I think it only comes with 1 battery. I might see how much an extra battery is because it would be nice to have 2. It comes with 2 bars, that's perfect for storage. One thing I was curious about with a drone this cheap is, does it have brushless motors? And if you look, it actually does have brushless motors. So it's really good to see because some super cheap drones have brush motors and I think those are kind of junk. We have a USB port on the side of the battery, so that's how we're gonna actually charge the battery. And same with the controller, we have a USB port right there to charge that as well. So that's really it. That's everything laid out that you get with this little setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything recharged. We're gonna pick back up once everything's charged up so we can begin the setup. And I'm gonna show you guys all the steps of that so y'all can see how easy or hard that will be. And then we're actually gonna do some drone shots with this thing and see if it's any good or not. I'm curious to see how much runtime we're gonna get because this battery is only 2200 milliamps. All right, guys, so I went ahead and downloaded the app. It's called Ruko, not Roku, not like the remote. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all connected to the drone. The controller's charged, the drone is charged. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and insert the battery to get this thing turned on. That way we can get connected to it. I'm also gonna turn the remote on. Okay. Next, once it's connect to it, so we have to connect to the Wi-Fi of the, I guess, of the drone. Ready? All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's the first flight of the Roku. I gotta figure out how to take off. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come to you so you can see the video quality. Hey, where are you going? Bro, it's pretty good.
Impressive, actually.
It's pretty good.
That's good quality. That's nice.
Okay, there we go. The camera's really slow. There we go. Let's go into sport mode. There we go.
It's got 3 speeds.
To fly further, please turn off beginner mode. All right, guys, so you guys can see an aerial picture of me chilling in the yard, and you guys can see my backyard, which is cluttered with mostly solar panels. Dang, look at all the houses. It's pretty sick. It's pretty good, man. The DJI Mini probably costs, what, $1,000?
No, it costs 1,000.
This is a 200. Oh, God.
Works stable, isn't it?
I don't know how much of that's me, though, or rotor wash. All right. Oh, I didn't even take the plastic off. All right, so the first flight of this went pretty smooth. It's a little bit squirrely, but honestly, it does stabilize as soon as you let go of the controls. The drone is dead stable. Right now it's in beginner mode, so I'm gonna go ahead and disable the beginner mode. One thing I will say that I do like about this is I did not have to create an account to fly it. I literally downloaded the app, plugged my phone directly into the controller, and everything started working. I do need to format the SD card, so I'm gonna figure out how to do that. And then for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna get a bunch of random footage. Probably not gonna be sound, so I'm gonna throw some weird music over that. But I wanna show you guys how good quality of the camera actually is. Now, watching over the phone while flying, like right now when it's landed, the footage looks kind of shaky, but when you're flying, it's actually very easy to see where you're going and all that good stuff, and the quality is very, very good. But that's it. I'm gonna try to get this thing out of beginner mode, format the SD card, and do a little bit more flying. All right, guys, Mike Builds here. We're doing a little bit of a voiceover. So the footage you're watching now is, we're basically at this property that me and my buddy have, and I want to do a full separate video on this property. It's a rural property. There's nothing on it. It's 10 acres, and it's gonna be the site, hopefully in the next few years, of a bunch of really cool off-grid projects, but that's gonna be for a later video. We don't really have anything out here besides the Connex, and we just kind of go out there on the weekends and mow, and we're in the middle of building a fence, but I wanna do a whole separate video on the land. But anyways, the main focus is the drone. So this is footage directly off the drone with the SD card inside of the drone, and this is the quality that you're gonna get. I did not mess with any sort of video settings, nor did I see if it has any adjustable video settings, but just out of the box, plugging the SD card in, the settings, whatever they have or whatever they're using, seem to work pretty good. Right now I'm just filming Andy while he does a little bit of grass cutting. No, we don't use a push mower on this land. We have 0 turns, but the push mower needed to get a workout, and I was practicing using the target following function on the camera. So this drone does have functions where you can set a target and it'll actually follow it. There's a bunch of different functions it really does, but I mainly mess with the target following function just to kind of see how it worked. And you essentially draw a box on your phone, and the drone is going to follow you and try to track the subject or whatever you draw a box around. I'm probably about 30 feet above the ground in this shot. Up a little bit, y'all can see how empty the land is. It's just a big rectangle. It's really awesome. And I really like going out here. It's actually a lot of fun. I've been meaning to make a video on it. I just really don't know how to make a video on this and make it interesting, but it's gonna be like a vlog style video. So y'all can see, very beautiful land. A lot of bushes, no real trees. The quality of the drone's really good. It flies very straight, very easy to use. That long dirt road looking thing is gonna be our driveway, and that's gonna connect to another street that's perpendicular all the way at the end there. Our driveway was kind of getting overgrown, so we need to go out there a little bit more and mow. This piece of land is not ours. This is just the neighbors. This is technically in front of ours. Here we are looking back at the actual plot of land, and you can kind of sort of very loosely see the rectangle shape cut into the grass. Plenty of room for activities and solar setups and maybe small off-grid cabins, all kinds of crazy ideas I have. This is gonna be a long-term, very long-term project. I wanna make tons of footage and videos and show you guys everything. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely stick around. You're gonna see me sitting there in front of the Connex, right where that ladder is at. I'm literally just sitting there flying the drone. Very easy to pilot by just looking at the screen on the phone. I'm waving. That's me, I'm waving. I'm waving, yeah, that's it. There's the tracking feature, so as you can see, the camera will follow me. I could not get the drone to follow me, but I did get the camera to kind of pan and sort of keep track of me, so that's a feature I'm gonna mess with just a little bit more, learn how to use it. Using this for more videos on the channel in the future, just to give you guys some more different shots, you know, upgrading our camera gear slowly but surely. Even if it's cheap camera gear, as long as it works, I'm game. But that's really it, guys. There's not really much more to show y'all. I did edit a lot of this footage out, but for this, I would say maybe 10-minute flight that I did, we only used about 40% of the battery. So the battery runtime on this thing is amazing, despite the battery being so small. And it only used 4 gigs of video out of a 120 gigabyte card, so you could definitely record for a very long time with this thing. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments from anything you've seen in the video and any suggestions you guys wanna see me use this thing for in the future. I will leave a link to this thing if you guys wanna go check it out for yourselves. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP, and I will see you guys in the next video.